Welcome to the Adam Friedland Show podcast. We're joined by special guest, comedy institution Dan Soder. Thanks for joining us.
Institutionalized.
Yeah, you're psycho.
Loco.
You're real
I'm
loco.
loco en la cabeza.
Yeah, Dan's taking time out of watching Transporter 1 to be with us. I really appreciate that.
Are you rewatching Transporter 1?
It was on TV, and
It's awesome.
Oh,
I got into it.
You
What are
DVR'd?
you doing in the trunk?
He's like, Chinese in
Yeah.
the trunk.
We want some. Was he for orange juice?
Yeah,
He's like-
Orangina. He's
Orangina,
obsessed
yeah.
with Orangina.
I'm fat now.
Yeah.
I'm turning into a fat woman.
Yeah.
Basically.
Sassy, fat and sassy.
Well, I've entered my sunset years, and now I'm like, I just.
that's the blanket on the legs.
Yeah. No, I get it. I'm just gaining weight, and I'm eating nothing. I don't know.
Rule 46. Get as heavy as possible and break chairs.
Well, I was watching the Transporter. I don't know, like a year ago.
Yeah.
And that scene happened. I was watching with somebody. That scene happens, and I was like, "Oh shit! Remember Orangina?" And I'm like,
Dude, I did the same thing. I did the same thing. We were losing it. It's like soda, but it's orange
yeah,
juice.
I'm like juice, but it's soda. Yeah.
Yeah, and when he cuts the thing and
Yeah,
lets her
right.
drink it. By the
Yeah.
way, he realizes it's a person in his trunk, doesn't freak out,
Right.
and then has the mindset to get her Orange Gina.
Yeah.
Let her drink a little, and then puts her back in the bag.
The movie's amazing because it's like the character has no. I don't think there's any backstory.
She finds the picture of boxes, or the box of pictures,
Yeah, but it's like he's just.
and that's how they get they backstory.
That's a good way to show the backstory.
But she goes like,
the box
oh,
of pictures.
she's like, oh, wall medal.
But he's like he has no like there's no flaws. You know what I mean? It's
He's perfect on everything.
He's the best driver.
no
he's
trauma.
The best at karate.
He has, when they rocket launch his French manor,
Yeah.
and they go downstairs into the dummy waiter,
Yeah.
and he throws her in the water, and she's just fucking yelling.
Yeah.
They could have at least shown him getting irritated.
Right.
Being like, his Chinese
Like,
always scream.
Even
He's just
Neo,
awesome.
a character who can change anything in the world.
Yeah.
He's still like, what do you mean a girl likes me?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, girls.
Yeah, right.
Girls are tough.
I thought she was a lesbian.
I thought the rabbit meant she eats pussy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Jason Statham, when the transporter goes in the water, and down there's two scuba sets just ready to go in the water, which is
Right.
like, how much foresight?
Yeah,
do you
and
need?
doesn't he like lives in a lighthouse? His
He
like
lives a
apartment
lot.
is.
It's like a
I'm
very
at the end
nice.
of, I'm at like a Navy Point.
Yeah, he's like, I bought the property early.
Yeah.
The original
I
script
live
is
under
him
the Ferris
talking.
wheel on Navy Point.
This is him bogging down the movie with real estate talk.
So you look Chinese or something?
I don't do rule number 17. I don't fuck Indochina.
And then is it Transporter 3? There's a bunch of them in a shipping container.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
I'm gonna work my way there.
they're amazing, dude.
you
I'm
gotta
in-
get there by the end of the night.
I'm into the franchise.
I gotta figure out how to make enough money to have a private theater somewhere in Manhattan
Oh, dude.
for like midday. Like,
dude, a screen.
matinee.
yeah, I could call my friends. I'm like, hey, dude, we're watching that damn cat.
Yeah.
We're watching
watching-
Dunstan
yeah.
checks in.
Yeah, you know the live action Dennis the Menace. I got it playing at
Yeah,
4.
we got
With Walter
Monsters
Matthau.
Inc. happening.
Yeah,
And-
Christopher Lloyd plays the homeless man that's definitely into molestation.
Yeah, I love that when he's cutting the apple with the knife.
Yeah,
He's like, "You ever have an apple before?" You know?
dude, everyone wanted to fuck Dennis,
Yeah,
and no
right.
one talked about it. That's why he was a menace,
Yeah.
because he avoided pedophilia.
I remember being a teenager. I drew. I was like, maybe I'll get into comics.
Sure.
I drew maybe 2 things ever, and one of them is like it was Dennis the Menace digging up Mr. Wilson's yard, and then Mr. Wilson's like, oh, "I'll show him."
Yeah.
He goes down there and he's got a trench coat on, and he goes, "Hey Dennis, want to see the internet?" and then it's just him from behind showing his penis. to Dennis.
Mr. Wilson.
And, yeah, and he's like, Dennis is horrified looking at this 70-year-old man's penis.
But then he gets indoctrined, and then he just starts becoming like Mr. Wilson's
Yeah.
sex toy.
Like apt pupil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like that.
Dennis finds out Mr. Wilson used to be one of the guards.
Oh,
at
dude,
Auschwitz.
he's SS.
Yeah.
You know, his real name's like it's like Wilschenstrand.
Teach me how to be gay.
Yeah,
Directed by Bryan Singer. Hey, old Nazi, teach me how to be gay.
He's like, in the old country, I was an SS soldier named Wilhelm Wilschenschnabel.
But that's the other aspect of Bryan Singer that's weird. Like aside from the boy rape, is
I mean,
like,
that's a pretty weird one.
but he's got an obsession with Nazi stuff that's not like
Like Lemmy? Like, remember how Lemmy would collect?
Yeah,
from
but
Motorhead?
Lemmy was a rock guy. Brian Singer.
Yeah, but why does that make it okay?
Well, like, yeah,
because
that's
it's like
metal.
it's evil. It's like he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's bad. It's a lot of stuff that's bad. It's
It's like
smoking
Slayer.
cigarettes.
I'll tell everyone, the Jews got starved, and
You
that's
gotta
pretty
smoke
metal.
cigarettes, and you think the gas
Ghosts and
chamber's
monsters.
cool.
There's nothing more metal than just gassing a
You know
bunch
what's
of
crazy?
Jews.
Just imagine the women that were fucking him like up until the last day.
Yeah, not
And it was-
prime, not prime Lemmy.
No, yeah, Lemmy at 71 years old with prostate cancer in his brain that had spread from his testicular cancer. to his
Him
eyeball.
wheezing during foreplay because he was smoking.
It's just
fucking-
bloody cum leaking out of his fucking eye sockets.
The only thing that gets him off is he's like, suck the mole.
Yeah, right.
Suck the mole.
That he would do that. You know, he would do that, right? There's like
women?
fucking yeah. That was like I've read interviews where he's like, women want to suck on him and stuff. It's disgusting.
That's
Oh.
revolting.
But him at like 70 years old, acting that way, and then it's like there's 21 years olds. They're 21-year-olds. They're like, well, I'm from Long Island, so I have to fuck Lemmy.
I met him at the Rainbow Room. He's
Yeah.
a rock. My
well,
dad.
my dad had a motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. My dad would lose his mind.
Yeah,
and he's
right.
like, I'm going to hold a Nazi knife to your throat while you suck me,
Where
mole.
am I? Where am I?
Are you my Susan? He
Yeah.
starts calling him a name from his past. Are you my
Is that you, Dot? Is that you?
Yo, I don't know, but you're fucking creeping me out, you old weirdo.
Reminds me of getting top from the missus during the blitz.
I used to have a hot glass of tea as those krauts were raining down hell on me.
They want to know why I like Nazi stuff. It's because I got top during the blitz.
Because
the bombs
the
rained
bomb,
down.
as I popped in her mouth, the bombs went off. I had to get under a slab of concrete because she was giving me top. It's so funny. Him getting sucked while the fucking just
bunker
20 bombs
busters,
falling
yeah.
on his block, and he's like, "Oh fuck, let's see that queer Mick Jagger talk about that."
But I'll still say this. I think Lemmy being into Nazi stuff, not as weird as Brian Singer being into Nazi
Yeah,
yeah,
Brian
it's a Jewish
Singer-
guy
because,
too.
because
Brian Singer's Jewish.
I'm pretty sure.
Brian
he's in
Singer's
Hollywood.
just projecting a bunch of gay stuff.
Well, he's a
gay
pedophile
predator
also.
stuff onto the Nazi stuff. So he's like the Nazi stuff. He's like, oh, this is a part of.
That's like his Nazi werewolf.
Yeah, it's kind of like
He's like, what if we made the Nazis?
gay artists often project gay stuff onto whatever they're consuming, and then they're like, oh, this must be gay also.
Yeah, like
It's like, you know who also does it? They do it with Nintendo. People online, they're like, oh yeah, Princess Peach she got her penis cut off, and then they fuck like sometimes like Nintendo will have to address it and be like, it's for 4-year-olds.
this was made by a sweet Japanese man.
He's a plumber. The bad guy's a turtle. That's it.
Guys,
That's it.
that's where it begins.
There's
and ends.
nothing else.
That's
to
where it
look-
begins.
There's no anything else going on, and they're like, nah, it's
Nah, dude, it's
Link
gay.
is Link's gay.
Yeah,
He's got three.
Koopa wants to butt fuck Luigi, but
Yeah.
Mario's got to stop him.
Right, and even if it let's say that's all true,
Yeah.
it's like, how does that help anyone?
Well, counter argument. What
It's
if
like this. Oh, we need more representation of trans people in a world where mushrooms turn you, then make it so that you can fight a turtle. What does that give you the confidence to go do?
is when he has the leaf
Yeah.
and he turns into the
Right.
raccoon?
Well,
That's the
now
best
because I know Peach is trans, that gives me now I feel comfortable going out in the world as a raccoon.
it gives you agency.
Is wearing exactly.
Now you can fly by
Yeah.
whipping your tail around.
But I don't know. I watched Challengers over the weekend.
What's that one?
So
Is that the new tennis
the
movie?
Tennis movie, and it's like
The slut one?
and it's good.
Isn't
I
it
enjoyed
just
it.
basically?
It's the Eiffel Tower movie.
Yeah.
It's a tennis movie, and I enjoyed it. But it's clearly somebody was just watching tennis. They probably don't know much about tennis, but
Sure.
they're watching it, and you hear the grunts, and they're like, "Okay, something's going on here." Okay, these
They're
two,
making
they have
cum
something going
noises.
on. They're fucking in the showers. They're not. Yeah, they're just projecting all this stuff onto somebody. Just grunted. Yeah.
It's just
Okay,
dick
there's
going in
something.
and
They
out.
probably grew up together. And they jacked each other off in boarding school, and now it's a secret, and they're ashamed. And it's like, Eric, can't you just watch the tennis? You have to do this.
This is a
It's
great
sports.
match.
You have to just
It's
do this
sports.
while we're
Someone in
sitting
his
there
life
watching
goes, just enjoy the competition.
it. Yeah, right.
And he goes, no, hear me out.
And there's a woman who taught them straight sex, but she's evil. And it's like, can we?
Is that what the whole premise is?
I mean, no. It's like basically like a hypersexualized love triangle with a theme of tennis, and it seems pretty straightforward. That's all it's about.
So they just took a MMF threesome and they were like, let's drop that into tennis.
If you don't go in looking for anything other than that, it's great. I was told at the box office that it was like a 2.5 hour long movie. Did not feel like it. Flew by. I was engaged the whole time.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's the same guy that did Call Me by Your Name.
Okay.
Yeah,
Luca, whatever.
which is also that, like, Call Me by Your Name is, there's nothing else. It's like Call Me by Your Name is like
It's just about gay people,
well,
right?
no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
better
really. It's
'cause
like the
there's no
episode
girl.
of The Simpsons where Bart has the crush on the babysitter.
Yes.
That's all Call Me by Your Name is.
But it's just gay
But it's
version
gay,
of that.
right? Yeah. It's.
Do you think that's how they pitched it?
I
Yeah.
would have if
They
I
go,
was?
you know the episode of The Simpsons where Bart likes the
Yeah.
babysitter? And they go, yeah.
And they're like, "What do you
It's that,
think
but it's
about?"
gay.
They're like, "What do you think about Bryan Singer for this one?" I'm at the studio.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
"I don't know. I don't know if we need Nazi stuff."
That's what Singer was like.
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out.
He's like,
it's
okay.
tennis
It's
at
Yeah.
Dachau.
It's right. It's call me Oberfuhrer. And so they
Call me
dress-
Ubermensch.
And they're leather daddies. One of them's 8, but he looks like a Tom of Finland guy. And they go on vacation. He goes on vacation with his family, and he meets a guy who works on motorcycles, but he uses his penis as the tools. And he's got a bunch of Nazi memorabilia, and they bond over there. He's like, "Oh, you like Motorhead also?"
Yeah, it's scored by Motorhead.
Right. And then they're killing animals in his garage.
It's
And,
Lemmy, but he's gay.
yeah.
Yeah. Is there any mole sucking in this?
That's disgusting.
That is.
And today's episode is brought to you by...
Good throw.
Aura Frames, guys, ready to win Mother's Day. I know you are, Dan.
Already won it.
Yeah, this is how I win, and cement your reputation as the best giver in the family. That's kind of a suck up move.
Best
Be
gift
like,
giver
I'm
in
the best
family?
boy in the family.
Yeah, whoever created the least damage to the vagina is the one who won.
Well, I was cesarean. I try to keep that shit pristine.
There you go.
Give the moms in your life an Aura digital frame preloaded with decades of family photos. She'll love looking back on your childhood memories and seeing what you're up to today. Even better with unlimited storage.
Fake cigarette.
Oh, man. I'm sorry. Even better with unlimited storage and easy-to-use app. You can keep updating mom's frame with new photos. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. Guys, so what's the best gift giver? Who's the best gift giver in your life?
My mom only had one child, so it's me. I
Yeah.
reign supreme.
Did you kill the other one so you
Yeah,
could be
I
the
ate
number
him in the
one boy?
womb.
Yeah, China style.
Consumed in the
Yeah.
womb.
Mom,
That's the
we're
name-
Chinese.
It's the name of my biography. Consumed in the womb.
That's cool.
Badass.
That's like a corn lyric.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had dreads when I wrote that
Yeah.
line. I had long, stringy dreads.
there
You know what
been
I
a-
watched? Are we done with the read? You want to?
No, not at all.
Finish it up,
What
no,
makes
finish
your mom so good at gifts? I guess there's no other kids.
Yeah, I just provide gifts for her, so I'm the best gift giver.
Oh, so
What's your mom's name? She's got
Trish.
Yeah, right.
It's a very
Trish is
mom name.
perfect.
Patricia.
Of course, you
Yeah.
came from that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I had a Trish. I didn't realize it was such a good mom name, and my dad's name was Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Son
It's
of
like
a Gary.
cat's name though.
Guys, right now, Aura has a great deal for
It's a
Mother's
cat.
Day.
That's like
Mother's
someone Garfield
Day.
would hate.
Yeah, right. My dad Garfield.
Guys, for Mother's Day, listeners can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com/TAFS.
Oh, my dad hates Mondays.
Yeah, he ate a lot of lasagna.
My Aunt Odie.
Yeah, no, he didn't really work.
Dude, it was a problem. He was, his sin was sloth.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that had a dog, but he hated it.
I mean,
He was
really
so
beat it.
chill.
Yeah.
Guys,
He would kick it off the table.
if you
all the
put
time.
in or
Granted, the dog shouldn't have been up there in the first place. but
I don't know. My grandpa John was just really just absent-minded.
Grandpa John was gay.
He was gay.
clearly gay, and he wouldn't admit it. So
Yeah, him and his lover Nirmal.
and he was a Nazi.
Yeah.
Guys,
That's just- I just said all that stuff
auraframes.com/TAFS.
about
You
gay
get
people
30
projecting stuff onto things, and I look at Garfield. I'm like, okay, something's going on here. Okay, so John.
What's the
okay.
blanket?
Okay, something. So the cat is a Nazi, and you have Garfield's anus.
I hate Mondays.
Garfield's anus wrinkles are in the shape of a swastika.
I hate Mondays.
Are we done here with Aura Frames? You got
to get 30% off.
Also, did you tell them how it
Aura-
works? Why don't you show them? Go behind the. Go get
Here,
your
hand me
shine
that. I'll hold
box.
that.
I think it was next to you.
Nope, it's back where the stuff goes.
Well, it was.
I'll hold
last
this.
week. Anyway, guys, $30 off your order for Mother's Day. Don't
Yeah.
tell your mom you saved money.
And free shipping.
Tell her you paid full price, and it comes in this lovely box. Look at this.
Wow, look at
Your mom's
that.
gonna eat this shit up. She's gonna
Perfect gift.
She's gonna divorce your dad and finally be with her lovely baby boy.
Yeah, dude.
Aura.
Auraframes, auraframes.com, auraframes.com, aura.com/TAFS. Free shipping, $30 off. Look at this. This looks like Mother's Day. It does. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, she'll shit.
Here, give it to Trish.
Dude, I gave Trish the gift of hearing.
Well, never mind.
I'm buying her hearing aids.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
What about a cochlear implant?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just like,
No, I mean, isn't that the move now? I feel like they cured being deaf.
did they?
There's 3 things that have happened in my life. Curing being deaf, like there's a solution for that now.
Garfield's gay.
Well, I mean, things that like big changes.
Okay.
Garfield's always been gay.
It's implied.
There's the curing being deaf. I feel like AIDS is cured.
It's done.
AIDS is cured.
It's-
and then also weed is like legal, I guess. But
It's too powerful and it's legal.
but it's both AIDS being cured and weed being legalized are things that just sort of happen so gradually and slowly that it's like I don't understand when it happened.
They're
We thought
also-
it was going to be such a
You know
big
how it's
deal.
like
They
suddenly
thought if you went to the 90s, the most futuristic thing you could say for
Is weed is
2024
legal.
is that AIDS is cured and weed is legal.
and both of them happen very slowly. Where
We didn't even care.
Both are still technically crimes. Both are still things that you should be in jail for, but they don't enforce it. I guess.
Being a bug chaser
Yeah.
or a dope smoker.
Yeah.
I do like that the AIDS medicine, like PrEP and all that stuff, part of the branding is like, and it'll reduce the level so low, you don't even have to tell people. it's like
You hit it raw.
That's the word they use.
Condoms
They go,
suck.
it's undetectable.
That commercial's missing a well-timed
Yeah.
wink.
Right. No one will ever be able to prove.
It's
They're like,
our
you were the
little
one
They go,
secret.
that had-
I got HIV.
Yeah, it's crazy. They never step it up to AIDS anymore. It's just HIV now.
Well, they don't want to use that.
Yeah.
They want to use HIV because that's like the beatable
Well, there's a
level.
difference between the two. AIDS
Yeah.
is a condition where your T cell count drops below 200. So it's the same virus. It's
It
Is it? So
develops
I thought
in
HIV
AIDS.
was like the appetizer to the main dish.
no. So basically, it's like
The
having
amuse bouche.
it's like having well, I'm trying to think of an example, but it's AIDS is like it's like your HIV's gotten pretty bad.
You're riddled.
It's like a because you can have a AIDS technically. AIDS is just a collection of symptoms.
Okay.
So you can have AIDS. This is not,
So it's like Pokemon.
this is not technically correct.
It's the same, but it's
wouldn't-
just
They
bigger.
wouldn't say this.
It's
They
the
wouldn't diagnose
Charizard.
you with this, but you could have AIDS without having HIV.
There's an AIDS doctor watching this, putting his glass down. He goes,
Yeah.
he nailed
It's
it.
Brian Singer.
Yeah. And he goes, what if the AIDS was Nazis?
Yeah, right.
What if it was Nazi AIDS?
What if AIDS was invented to create a super soldier?
What if it was Captain America?
who could eat whatever he wanted?
But he was a
and just
gay
got even
Nazi with
hotter.
AIDS.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Damn, Singer had the ultimate chance to put people gay by controlling the X-Men.
Yeah. I was
Well, he
also
made
I
it
was
gay,
also
too.
thinking the other day about what if we found out Tom of Finland? What if that guy was straight? And that would be
He just
one of
thought
the-
it was
that would be
funny?
one of the greatest upsets of all time for people. If
Yeah, it's
he
like a
was
reverse Rock Hudson.
He's like, no, I'm a cartoonist. I draw funny comics. I don't know
I'm
why.
not gay.
Yeah, right.
You thought I was gay?
I just drew the thing that I thought was the funniest thing possible to me.
There's nothing funnier than man-on-man love.
Yeah,
a
right.
cop with an
exactly.
11-inch cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
What about a biker with an 11-inch cock?
they just get in the way of the motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's just
It's
detrimental.
impractical.
To your, yeah,
it's
to your
impractical.
lifestyle.
There's
But
a sadness to it.
So
the chaps would come into play.
100%.
have you seen Civil War yet?
No.
I heard it's good.
That's the other one.
You heard it's actually good?
Yeah, from one friend who's sometimes wrong.
I feel like it's good for the people who want it to be good.
Is
Similar to
it's just
the tennis
mindless,
movie.
right?
It's not. I don't know anything about it, but
I just heard it's like California, Texas, and
California, Texas is that's not a.
That's
how?
not. They don't link
How?
up.
Yeah.
That's not a link
How?
up.
Well, if it's Bakersfield, Texas,
Inland,
Fresno, Texas,
away from the
Yeah.
away from the coast.
that's Texas. Basically.
away from the. If you're getting like Bakersfield,
They do a poll
Fresno,
pot to all the like San Francisco, LA people,
yeah,
and then,
like Arizona Bay
and
kind of
then
thing. You'd have to crack
Bakersfield
it off.
reigns supreme. And then they squat up.
I
in
could
Texas.
see my grandma.
California, Texas, just that's insane.
My grandma lived in Lake County. I could see Lake County linking up with Texas, and then Florida, because I think there's 3 people that go against everyone.
It's those 3.
I think,
Wow.
but then they probably recruit like Nebraska and Kansas.
But what is? Do you know what the war is over? Is it slavery again?
No,
I think
probably
they
like
never
Twitter.
say.
That would be a fun premise for a movie. If,
Trying to bring it back.
if there was if that was a civil war is
slavery again.
it's like fucking Michigan was like, well, we're not. Let's hope we can have a war about it. We're not just gonna bring it back. We'll have the war first, and if we win,
That's how they pitch it.
yeah, right.
Okay, guys, hear me out. We win slavery,
Yeah.
but who do they pick to be the slaves? Black
shocking.
people again?
It's shocking we don't have robot slaves. That's the fucked up thing about the world.
It's coming.
But they won't do it. They'll continue to. People will just have to be poor. We will have the technology where we can have robot slaves and everyone can have one. But then the tech industry will be like, well,
We can't. They're
sad.
robots.
They're robots.
And if you're a black person,
Yeah.
how mad you would be that
Right,
they're
that you
showing more
can't get-
decency to.
Give me a
that was always
robot.
my thought was that remember there's a movie I, Robot? What's the movie
Yeah.
where Will Smith
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
slave?
Yeah, iRobot.
Or a robot. And it's like there's no way they would make black robots.
gotta be-
The optics of like a fucking you don't have to pay. That looks
terrible.
To pitch that?
would not
To
happen.
pitch that at the robot factory?
never-
You go, you guys want to make them black?
If we have if we
And they
ever
go, whoa, 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 whoa.
If we ever have
Ryan.
ever have slave robots, they're coming out that cum color from
Yeah,
Bicentennial
they have to
Man.
be. They're
They're
have to
going
be.
to have cum skin, and they will be voiced by Robin Williams.
Hey,
Yeah.
please help me.
What if I pick some cotton?
Oh,
What if I
I'm
made a shirt?
Oh, I'm a sentient being.
Oh, it's-
look, it's a shirt.
hot out here today, Mama.
Look at this shirt that I picked.
It is a hot day in the fields, Mama.
I wish I could hang myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, pitching a black robot,
No way.
nuts.
No chance. It would
Nuts.
happen. Yeah.
That you're trying to get fired.
It would be like it would either be the Bicentennial Man or that one that's just a Honda. What was that one they had?
Johnny Five?
Asimo? No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No, not Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
Yeah.
He was like, Johnny Five, I am your
Johnny
slave.
Five.
I'm
my
black,
big
by
joke
the
with
way.
that was always you remember Con Air?
Yeah.
And he goes, so that character's name is Johnny 23 because
Yeah.
he's raped 23.
Yeah, I remember Johnny 23.
So
Johnny
insane.
Johnny 5 goes Johnny 5 going, they would call me Johnny 500 if they knew the truth.
My secrets are programmed into my brain. I have an insatiable appetite.
that movie is hilarious. The Short Circuit movies.
Oh, yeah.
Some props guy just like glued a bunch of garbage together, and he's like, "What if this was a movie?"
Isn't it a white guy playing an Indian guy?
What do you mean?
The-
Yes, yeah, there is a character.
It's like a white actor.
Yeah,
You look it up.
isn't Short Round in those movies also?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of the guys.
Yeah.
But I think on Short Circuit, they have a white dude.
And Short Round's in Goonies too, and he plays a character named like Data.
Data.
Yeah, right. Which that
Math.
What was the story there? Did they give him like?
He's just the Asian friend that's good at
They
inventions.
called
Who
him-
doesn't have one of those
Oh,
growing
yeah,
up?
right. That would have been awesome to have.
Wait, Short Circuit,
Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's a time machine.
Ali Sheedy, Steve
Nice.
Gutenberg,
Maybe we can go back
obviously.
and fuck your hot Chinese mom.
Fisher Stevens played Ben Jubatataya.
He has a crazy look these days.
Who is that guy?
Fisher Stevens?
He plays the Cyrus
him.
the virus in or God in Hackers. He's the bad guy. in
Yeah.
Hackers. Him and Lorraine
Hackers. He
him-
plays the Plague.
the Plague.
Yeah, that's his name in
The,
Hackers.
yeah,
is the Plague.
and it's him and Lorraine
Short
fucking
Round.
Melfi. Dr. Melfi is his girlfriend in that.
Yeah, I'm looking if
Rocco.
Short Round is in Short Circuit. He might be in the
He's
sequel.
the robot.
No. No, the
He's the
voice
Asian style
of
robot.
Yeah, Asian voice robot is great.
I thought that was Short Round. Oh no, that's just a collection of
Who
boxes.
did? No, Tim Blaney did the voice
Maybe
of
I'm
number
just
5.
confusing the words short circuit and short
round.
Yeah.
And
Probably true.
I'm saying he's in that.
You
movie.
just doing an amalgamation?
I am. That's how my brain works.
Yeah. That's,
It used to benefit me because that's how I could write jokes.
sure.
And now I'm just genuinely confused all the time.
Now it
Just
just
an old
blurs
man.
together,
Like, I
and you
can't
don't know.
tell
If,
what color the stoplights are. you know?
You're just
I'm like,
you just
retarded.
ended up in fucking color blindness.
Yeah.
You go, everything's gray.
No, yeah. My
I'm
brain,
seeing if he's in the second one.
my brain fucks things up, and then I'll say things, and people laugh, and I'll be like, "Oh, I didn't mean to say that."
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Where you go? I didn't intend to do that.
Yeah, I just I've encouraged my brain to think about things in such a way where I come up with wrong answers that seem right in a funny way.
Yeah.
Because that's all joke writing is.
Yeah, it's saying the wrong thing at the right time.
It's coming up with a solution to something that
Makes no sense.
Makes no sense, but it is seemingly the shortest.
That's
is
my
Occam's razor.
That's why when people say AI can't do stand up, you're like,
Yeah.
no, it can.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
I knew that. I said that to Eugene Merman sitting in the grotto at South by Southwest when we met.
Yeah,
That
2012.
fucking weekend. It was even early. Oh,
It was 2012
2012. Yeah.
because I was still drinking.
Yeah, and that fucking. I was sitting in the
In between place between
that
Esther's
little
Folly.
outside garden.
Yeah.
I was sitting with Eugene Merman, and we were talking about Asimo, the robot, and he was like, "Yeah, this is just going to take everybody's jobs. Thank God we're comedians." Or something. I'm like, "No, they will easily."
That's gonna be the first one they do.
Yeah, I'm like
Lifting and comedy.
Yeah, I'm like, like first of all, if you've ever sat down and written a joke, you know that there's a process to it.
Yeah.
and it's
data input.
right. Yeah,
You just take a thing and then it's exactly what you just said. You just
Yeah.
do the wrong answer.
Mhm.
That is the funniest.
I'm actually, I will say this. I'm not even sure that Atsuko lady isn't the robot from the.
Dude,
I don't. It could very well be. That
there's
going to
be a
the
clip of
robot.
her getting heckled with water.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Zap, zip, zap, and just shorting out.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, it'd be great to see one
Yeah,
of
where
those.
we
Like,
see the audience and it's all Johnny Five. It's Wally and
Johnny Five loves.
R2D2 and
I still keep thinking.
C3PO. Great job, Atsuko. yeah.
Oh, the industry's all robots
Yeah.
now.
R2D2 canceled for wolf whistling at. Yeah.
Oh, he did
at
a black. He did a black whistle.
Asimo, yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna be obsessed with the guy pitching black robots for the rest of the day. Where he goes, okay,
Yeah.
but he's
Hear me
black.
out.
I had a sketch. I had a sketch
It's
I
Will
wrote
Smith,
as a
though.
teenager, which R2D2 meeting Lando Calrissian. It's the first scene where we see R2D2, and it's like he's like beep beep beep, and they're like, Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. I
And
don't,
then he goes, "Hey man, what's up with
Yeah.
this? What's up with this tiny trash
yeah,
can boy?
what the fuck?
Hey, hey, Han."
He's got a lot of hate in his
Yeah,
heart.
he goes, "You want to explain your friend?"
Can you
I go, well, they
imagine-
keep him on the
You know how
outside of
you know how
planes.
upset that would make Lando?
He's
He's
like-
like, I'm the only black guy in this galaxy.
Come
Not only
on,
that, you know
man.
how many years it took me to put on a cape
Yeah,
confidently.
you know how long it took me to get here from 1860 South Carolina.
I'm from the only black planet
Right.
where they tested out the Death Star.
I had my own. That's how Lando got there. Is there was a second underground railroad that went into space, and some of the slaves ended up in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, where he's like,
and he
man,
was the only one that survived the trip.
you thought saying people were bad.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, man,
Uh-huh.
them Raiders, dude, that's so funny.
I like that. Yeah. He's light years away in a different galaxy, and they still gave him a name like a pimp.
Yeah, Lando
right.
in a cape.
Right? Yeah.
They
Yeah.
really gave him.
Yeah, his name is El Dorado Coupe de Ville. He's basically a space pimp.
We're gonna call him Slim Martian.
Yeah, right.
You can't call him Slim Martian.
Yeah, his name is Lando Widecock. He's
And
basically
he just spins Leia the first time he meets her.
yeah.
Lando Calrissian, space pimpin'.
Lando, why are you getting a manicure? We got to take down the Death Star.
He
It's
goes,
3
I'll
a.m.
smack that bitch when I
Yeah.
feel like it's
There's a
necessary.
Hold on,
love
you see
between the
these
bottom
nails?
bit.
Yeah. He's trying to pimp Luke.
You see these nails?
He goes, now
I
Luke.
sold them nails to Revlon.
He goes,
Because all I do is peel money and touch bitches.
now Luke, Luke. Luke. I'll send you back to that 2-moon planet if you don't play ball.
Yeah,
by
and
me.
then his white friend, the tube head guy from Jabba's palace,
Yeah.
played by Gary Oldman as in.
He's like, it ain't white boy day.
yeah, exactly.
Jabba's just a pimp.
Yeah, Jabba and
It's
his
so fucking
Jabba
funny.
and his friend Drexel.
Ino Sahana, what white cock? Nah, baby. You gotta chill.
Yeah, what do you think the odds are?
Leia.
The N-word probably appears somewhere in Jabba's palace. In those scenes and that language.
I bet if you properly, if you translate Jabba.
No, I mean if you just listen to the phonemes of all of that whole scene,
Yeah.
it's got to be in there somewhere. I don't think that.
That was one of the
I
things
don't
they
think
took
that
out when they
George
took out the
Lucas.
gun.
I don't think they took it out. I think George Lucas has that in there.
I put some sound over it and
Yeah.
peel it back.
Today's episode is also brought to you by Ridge Wallet, which, Adam, if you want to pull up the website and talk about our friends at Ridge Wallet.
Ridge Wallet, great product, guys. Friend of the show for a long time. Dan, are you familiar?
Oh yeah, dude. Ridge Wallet. I've known about it for years.
What's your
Solid metal.
Yes, that's true.
The metal one.
What do you love about Ridge Wallet?
It can be used as a weapon.
Ian got
Yes.
these matches made for his.
I saw that. Ian
his special.
Finance. His special's out right
His
now.
special's out right now.
Well, watch
I saw
Ian's
him
special.
arguing with people on Twitter over.
Yeah, the trans
A
community's
clip.
mad
The
at him
trans
right now.
community is mad at him because he. And God bless. I wish I brought it up. I can't remember if I saw it before he was here or after.
Do you think
But
Ian?
it's just Ian in the comments being like, "I fuck trans people, you fucking freaks."
He responds to every criticism.
Just he's like, "God, what the fuck is wrong with you,
Some
you
of the-
fucking freaks? I
some of the
suck
gi-
cock."
Some of the
And
gifts
then
he
it's like
posted.
he's like arguing with these.
Oh my God, dude! The idea that he's up there going, "You
Yeah.
fucking abomination!" I
Right.
said, "I fuck
I
you."
know, and then it's like, but there's no like. It's not like he's Nick DiPaolo. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like he's conservative. He's
No.
just people are just mad at him.
Yeah.
And you should know not to argue, but like he's one of the rare instances where
Do you think
he's wasting your time.
Go
Yeah.
off.
You know
Ian.
what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you're not gonna.
Do you think
You just got
You shouldn't have
financed.
engaged with Ian in the first
Guys,
place.
they launched Ridge Wallet with the simple belief that we can make wallets better. 2 Kickstarters over 10 years. And over 2 million wallets later, they're still starting every day with that same mentality. Only now, it's to improve all the items you carry
I
every
love
day.
mentalities, dude. I always try to embrace the lifestyle mentality.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, you live it.
Nick, you're a
You
user.
gotta always have a lifestyle mentality. That's
Live your lifestyle.
yeah.
That's
Now, what the hell is the Ghostbusters thing that he's doing?
Is it-
He
I
just
mean-
likes Ghostbusters a lot, or
That's
is that
like
even
a
real?
molested thing.
because honestly,
That
if
has
you
to
just
be.
read the sign, it looks like it means no Ian.
It means no Ian. I don't know why he would do that.
That's the sign.
Yeah.
I don't know why you make a sign that says no Ian.
The marketing backfired.
He goes, fuck! I didn't pull out enough.
Like no, it's Ghostbusters, but I'm the ghost.
but it's yes,
I'm
Ian.
the
It's like,
ghost.
but it's
I'm
yes.
a ghost.
Oh,
Ian.
you're the bad guy from your favorite movie.
Yeah.
Wallets
you're the
for
problem.
too long
You're
were
the
designed
piece
to
of
hold
shit.
everything. Receipts, gift cards,
Ugh.
and anything else you can stuff in there. But they turned that on its head with a minimalist first approach to design. So carry less and live more. Live more sounds great.
Live Moss.
Live Moss.
There was a sign. There was a sign at the beer store next to my apartment in Texas for it was a Coke ad,
Yeah.
and it had a bottle of Coca-Cola and it said more for your buck in English, and then underneath it in Spanish, mas for your buck. Like they just put the word mas and then
Yeah.
gave up on Spanish.
That's
after.
the Chris Farley joke when he was El Nino. Where
Yeah.
he goes, El Nino is Spanish for the Nino.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just Coke just really was like, who gives
You
a
ever
shit?
said what's that the SNL sketch where it's like the hidden camera like Folgers?
One of the funniest. I have
It's-
that clip. I send it all the time to people. Where
It's
Yeah.
so
he
good.
goes, sir, what if I told you you were drinking decaffeinated? And he goes,
Liar to me.
the funniest part is this when he goes, what?
Yeah.
'Cause what?
He's about to go
Sir,
psycho.
if I told you you were
And then he looks at the woman and looks at the coffee and then looks at the guy again.
son of a bitch.
You know good.
But that first part always gets me.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Rich
Guys,
wallets.
I just thought of something. They
They got a lot of other stuff too. They
that
got a
Ridge
backpack
wallets-
that's
yeah,
really
go ahead.
good. I was just, so I'm friendly with the main guy because we've been with Ridge. They've been doing ads
long
with-
from the
They're
beginning,
huge.
ground floor.
That is a huge company.
Like I remember probably 6 years, 5 or 6 years ago. You guys were messing with them.
Yeah, but
we were
they're good.
fuxing
They
with
sent
them.
us a bunch of stuff, and now this is the first time we've done reads for them where they have not sent stuff.
Yeah, they sent a gold wallet
And
once.
which I think it's just because they do this because they're friend. They don't need this show.
Yeah.
They fucking advertise on the Super Bowl.
It's
now.
charity.
It's like they don't. That's,
Is it really?
No, they don't.
Oh,
but
okay.
they could.
Maybe
this is-
Wimbledon.
This is charity for them to advertise with us. I wish they would send the stuff. I might even buy something.
Should get a backpack.
I'll tell you this: I would not do with any other sponsor that we've ever had on the show.
Yeah, and that's why they've taken their innovative design and material approach to create products that you can rely on.
Yeah, I've had this wallet for years now.
Yeah, that thing is solid.
Yeah,
The items you carry every day are your tools
but
for better living.
they
Sure.
updated
Yeah.
the backpacks, and I want the.
That's
latest.
what you want.
I want the latest.
Backpack
original.
technology has jumped in the last 3 years.
Nick and I both
Yeah.
use the backpack every single day. It's lovely. It's the commuter pack. If you want to shop this look like Nick and I, guys, go to ridgewallet.com. Put in promo
It's
code
TAFS.
TAFS, and you'll get a great. Guess what? I'm gonna try it right now, and I'll tell you how much you get off.
I just thought about my dad's name being Garfield.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great.
That'd be a pretty bad name for a dad to have.
I
There's
don't
a
know. I kind of
president.
think it might be better than Gary.
And you know what would be the worst is Roseanne. If your dad's name is Roseanne.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Roseanne's a tough one.
Yeah.
Roseanne's a tough one to bounce back.
Yeah, just over the school PA.
Yeah.
Dan, your father Roseanne is here to pick you up.
Mr. Roseanne Soder is
Roseanne Soder is here to pick up his daughter Dan.
Dan.
Oh, I'm sorry, your son Dan.
here. Yeah.
I thought it was daughter because you have a fat woman's name.
Because you have a fat, mean lady's name.
I believe the discount is.
What is Roseanne doing now? She's been kicked off all social media, and I can only imagine
She's
her,
full grift.
her opinions are getting even worse.
Yeah, she's just full grifting.
She's
now.
Fox News now.
Yeah,
But like more than that. I think she's
yeah,
like Newsmax.
She's got crazy.
She's full grift.
Yeah.
It's crazy she called that lady an ape.
That's
She
what got
said
her fired.
Muslim Brotherhood meets Planet of the Apes.
That's crazy.
which sounds like you want to talk about fun crossover.
And then
Oh
she
my
said,
god, dude.
We'll hit that up right after the Transporter series. We're doing Muslim Brotherhood versus Planet of the Apes.
That's actually the new sequel they're doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. When they come out with
Farrakhan's in
one of
it.
those kufus on
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
Guys, you get 10% off and free shipping, I believe. Promo code TAFS at ridge.com.
I'm interested to see when I go home if Katie finished the Transporter
Yeah.
because it was on and we were
What-
like,
what are you
in
gonna
it.
do?
You're living close here now.
Yeah.
right? Oh, okay.
And we were like in it,
Yeah.
like to the point where I went, I can leave in 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
You were
That's-
in it.
We were in it.
It's no, I just did this
Yeah.
within the last year. I watched it. 'Cause
we
I got
we
cable.
were calling the bad guy Baby Bangs.
I got cable again.
That's
so I
the
just-
best part
I
about
just-
cable.
I just sit and I watch movies all day long. I watched
That's
Blue Velvet and Mulholland Falls yesterday.
dude. I was
Yeah.
the new Baywatch was on.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
The Rock.
The Rock?
The Rock
He's
is
got
in
a
it.
great body.
Great bod.
Great-
Zac Efron, another great bod. But
Great body.
that's the best part about cable is you
Yeah.
just fall into these old movies.
That's what
Yeah.
hotels
And
on the
it's
road.
so much of my
Yeah.
life, I was thinking about like using Letterboxd differently to log whenever I think about a movie, because 90% of my day I'm just thinking about movies that I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't have any of my own experiences or emotions.
You just lived through something you saw in
I'm in
1997.
Williams-Sonoma and I go, oh, brave little toaster.
If you remember, he's probably trying to get back to his family.
That's right. He
It
wants
was
to
a
get
sad
back to
movie.
Yeah. When I see a homeless guy and his dog, I go, homeward bound.
Fluke.
Yeah.
Anytime I see a dog, Fluke, that's probably that dog. That guy is probably fucking that dog's wife.
And then Singer goes, make it a Nazi.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We gotta
Anytime
move
I
it.
see the Holocaust,
Step
I
it
go,
up.
oh yeah, Bryan Singer raping children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grooming them. Going, do you want to meet an X-Man?
You know the story of App Pupil, right? The thing that they did on that.
No.
So there's a scene in App Pupil.
App Pupil's the movie where his neighbor's a Nazi, right?
Brad
Where-
Renfro discovers
Yeah.
that his neighbor,
his older neighbor, who's like, isn't it Liam?
it's Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a great actor, but
Yeah, right. He's like
Magneto.
He's like, what did you say?
did you say you want to hear about gassing the Jews?
What if I just showed you my penis instead?
What if I laid down and lathered you in baby oil?
What if I sucked your cock instead?
Have you ever swallowed cum?
Yeah. what if instead of me being a Nazi, we were gay with each other?
We embraced. But I don't know the story about
He's
that.
like, look, I'm already an SS officer. I might as well be a pedophile.
If I'm here, might as well taste the fruits.
I already gassed the Jews. I might as well fuck children.
I mean,
as
if
well.
you're here, grab everything you can.
I'm already going to hell.
We crossed that line.
If you're robbing a bank, take the pen.
The other day I had a bite of cheesecake and I said, we're already here. I might as well eat the whole thing.
I mean, winning, bro.
Yeah.
It's a cheat day.
Look, Auschwitz, that's the strawberry on top.
But now I want the cake.
Fucking my
Which is
14-year-old.
boy butt.
The boy butt from my neighbor. Yeah.
Just making taste noises.
Right. And that's the premise of that, people. But when they were filming the movie, they went to like a local like junior high school. And they were like, okay, so we're gonna, we want to, you guys can be in a movie. And
Oh my God! What
they
a
brought-
pedophile move.
They brought a bunch of 14-year-old boys in the locker room and just filmed them naked. And then a couple of the kids went home and told their parents what happened. And the parents were like, what the fuck? And then fucking the studio just like covered it up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because that was the 90s.
Yeah.
So there was no really heavy internet presence.
Yeah.
So all you had to do.
Pedophilia was cool back
Yeah.
then.
Well, all you had to do was stop by a house and cut a check. And like a dad was going like, yeah, season tickets
But
to the
can you
Steelers.
Every
imagine-
parent
can
has
you
a
imagine being-
price.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like the PA there that day? And they're like, so what are we doing?
You go,
in
I gotta
here?"
go. I gotta spritz down these boys.
Does anyone
I'm
need a
making
Fiji?
$150 a day. I
Yeah.
didn't realize we were doing child
My
pornography.
dad got me this job.
I thought you needed me to go get bagels, not boys.
Yeah.
And then Singer's like, you know what?
If you're like a grip and they're like you're unrolling the extension cord into the gym,
Yeah.
and then they're like, where does this go into?
You're like the guy that heard Sandusky fucking that
And
kid.
it's back when film was around, so it's like
Yeah.
click, 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 click,
Guys, we're out. We got to change.
Yeah, great, excellent, good job with the bullhorn.
Oh, you don't need a lot of carbs.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. And they just paid him off.
I don't even know if they paid him off.
They got that for
That's
free.
how egregious they got.
Do you want to put on Magneto's helmet?
Mm-hmm. Do you think he
Inside you?
he has a smaller one for his cock
Yeah,
helmet? Yeah.
Oh, now you can't read my thoughts, Charles.
Now you can't see what gets me hard.
You'll just have to see if it grows
Also,
or not.
those two guys definitely. There's something going on there between.
They did a kiss where they like nudged up against each other.
Oh, back in the 1960s England theater school.
But Peace
Can you
2 isn't
imagine?
gay, right?
Can you pre-AIDS England? Every
All you had to fight was curiosity.
every mark wrong that you could have in the like.
Yeah.
Is this?
Yeah.
What are the odds something gay is going to happen?
They're going, oh, you seem very...
The Old Vic Theater,
Yeah.
1960s.
Where a lot of times
Britain.
they had to dress up as Ophelia. A man had to play Ophelia.
Oh, they
Yeah.
love
Shakespeare
cross
rules.
dressing.
Yeah.
That was their thing.
Yeah, they're like,
Also, it's posh to be gay there. It means your parents have money and they send you to a boarding school.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a flex to be gay there.
They're like, yeah, I don't like women.
Yeah, I'm not poor.
Yeah, ew.
I'm gay.
Pussy's for poor.
Yeah. And well, that's
I'm
why
a gay guy. I'm not poor.
that's why they're in those X-Men movies, because Bryan Singer is like, I'm gonna get the old queens together. Me and the guys that taught me,
He
showed
goes,
me the ropes.
I'm going to get my Sifu. I'm going to get my master.
Right, yeah.
to
He's
come in
the
here.
little red panda guy. Yeah. The red panda and the turtle. I still haven't seen Kung Fu Panda 4.
If you had that Midtown, I mean, dude, that
I
screaming,
know. Yeah.
Jack Black munching and kicking ass.
Yeah. I love those movies.
I think in this one he gets diabetes.
Does he?
does
Yeah, it'd be great.
I mean, he could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from bamboo.
He's like, why is
They
my
also-
piss sweet?
They do like motion capture for all those. So all the fights are like real.
Jack Black's doing the fighting.
Well, no, probably a stunt double, but
Oh,
they do motion capture on all the fights.
They do motion
Motion
capture
capture.
for the
motion captures
Yeah.
in weird shorts,
Right,
showing his hairy legs.
for the Kung Fu Panda movies. They have like actual like karate happening.
I wonder if I'm going to make it. How many transporters are there? 3?
I think there's 4 of them.
I might make it through all 4 this weekend
That'd be awesome.
because I'm already 2/3 of the way through 1,
Yeah.
and I want to see how 2 goes.
Yeah, Crank 1 and 2. You should just
I've
watch
seen
them.
Crank.
I like
You
Crank.
know what's actually really not good? The last Guy Ritchie movie.
Oh yeah,
With,
it's just fumes.
What's it called?
Yeah, there's
Gentleman
nothing
or
I
happening.
something.
watched half of it on a plane.
What's it called?
he's like in a prison or something, and then he comes
I
out.
forget what the premise is, but it's just like
He's in a
it's just Guy Ritchie. It's like the end of Robin Williams is when he was just like doing Robin Williams stuff where you're like, there's no substance.
Oh, look, it's a lamp and it's a fucking.
Oh, it's just sad Robin Williams.
yeah.
Oh, this coffee.
Wow.
Oh, the coffee's half full.
Well, we got banana bread here.
I don't know.
Is it banana or is it bread, pal?
I don't know. I've got a Hawaiian shirt on.
You're coming or you're going? And then, can you imagine like his family didn't find him for like an entire week because he pre-recorded
like
that
Ferris
kind of
Bueller,
stuff.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
And he
when they
had
open
it
the door and
in his office. Yeah, so there's just he's dead.
Sits up.
Right, he's dead in the closet. There's a mannequin. Oh, what do we got?
Hey,
Knock,
shut
knock.
the door.
Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Santa, Santa.
Knock,
who?
knock. Who's there? Hello.
Santa Claus. What?
There's someone knocked.
Someone knocked.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
That was eerie.
Yeah, it was crazy how that happened.
He
Are you
seriously
sure?
said knock.
You said knock, knock as someone knock, knock.
I don't think anyone knocked.
Peter,
on
was
the
that
door.
you?
No, I didn't hear that the first
Hello?
time.
Come in.
Come in. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Not right now. Later?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget, exterminators. Get an exterminator.
Yeah, you got to get one. But not the Nazi kind.
That's so funny. I'm the exterminator. And by bugs, I mean the AIDS virus.
You know who's a great role? Is John Goodman in Arachnophobia.
Oh, the best.
Yeah.
As the cocky exterminator.
Yeah, the cocky exterminator.
Showing up with all the bug shit.
Yeah.
And then he gets fucked up. Doesn't he go to the barn and
He
get
was
got?
good. Yeah, he did. He gets killed.
He
by
gets
this
got,
guy.
dude.
He's good at being fat, and that was like the
Skinny
best.
John Goodman bugs me.
Oh yeah.
It's like
skinny now?
right wing Roseanne.
Well, because he's one of those fat people that made it to old age somehow.
Yeah. Well, it's also like he's iconic.
And they're like, yeah, you can't be 800 pounds and 90.
Yeah,
You can't do that.
but he also was like the fat guy.
Yeah.
He was like,
watch me,
died.
friend.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my best.
Goddamn King Ralph.
He probably bumped off the rest of the fat guys.
Yeah.
He
we
killed
find the
Candy.
conspiracy.
Yeah, yeah.
Candy, all of them. Farley.
Goodman was like, murdering everyone.
Where they do the thing with the corkboard and the string where you see,
Belushi,
where you see him in every background of a picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Chris Farley.
Farley. What was
We're gonna say Will Sasso died.
Will Sasso's the man.
He's been
the
dead
last
for years.
dude. He's the last Ronin.
But we'll just say
He's the last Ronin.
Sasso's my guy.
He's the
love
last
him.
ever.
I love Will Sasso.
Are you friends with him?
We will DM once in a while, but I'm
oh,
like,
so there's something going on there.
don't Brian
Yeah,
Singer
but
this.
it's gay.
Don't Brian Singer this. Me and Will Sasso are gay Nazis.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something going
All
on
right, whatever.
there. in the
Yeah,
Will
you guys
Sasso.
are. I see what you're
Our
trying.
Bach
You don't put Brian
crying.
Singer me. You
Yeah.
Brian Singer ain't me.
No, I remember
You and
feeling
Sasso.
betrayed when
Wow.
he lost weight on Mad TV. You remember that?
Yeah, when he came back skinny.
He came back skinny.
That's how I felt with Goodman.
And then they did that sketch where he's like, I can still be funny even though I'm not
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
and then
yeah.
and it's just bombing.
Yeah.
And he's fucking just eating all the food.
That's a good
Yeah,
show.
dude. I wonder what would happen if Goodman came back fat.
Yeah. You'd
That's
feel
what-
like
I think-
everything.
You know he's like fucking 78 years old.
But dude, so what?
Is Jonathan Winters still alive?
No, he
No,
died.
he can't.
They have him in a tube like Walt Disney.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like Jonathan Winters was the original. Was the OG.
The OG fat guy.
Fat, sassy, fat and
Yeah.
sassy.
Mm-hmm.
Midwestern.
Yeah, Jonathan
Yeah.
Winters is go back. and watch
Proper
his
white.
shit. Proper white.
Proper white.
Bread white.
Bread white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
middle of the country white.
I remember my dad rented It's a Mad World for me.
Yeah,
And he was like, this is the funniest movie of all time. And
didn't
I was
translate.
like, Rat Race is way better, bro.
Rat Race is much better.
I was like, Rat Race kills this.
My dad showed me.
He got pissed at me. He yelled at me.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, this is better than Rat Race. I was like, Rat Race is so much better.
Rat Race is much better. My dad put on Blazing Saddles and he was right.
That it's bad?
My
The
dad was like,
only thing I remember from that movie is the N-word. That's the only thing I remember from Blazing Saddles.
They got
That
some-
part's still very funny.
they got some great
Do you
punchlines with the N-word.
realize that the new sheriff
Is
yeah.
dong.
Yeah.
The funniest part, the
Yeah.
funniest N-word is when
That joke should be in every movie. Every movie should have
Uh-huh.
that scene in it.
where the funniest part is when after he beats Mongo with the candygram,
Yeah.
and the old lady comes by with the pie, and she goes, "Sorry about that whole uppity thing,"
Uh-huh.
and he goes, "Oh, it's okay, miss." And then
Yeah.
there's a beat, and she comes back and she goes, "You'll have the decency.
It's crazy the
You'll have the decency not to tell anybody." I
the
talked to you."
audacity of those comedy writers in the
Mel
70s.
That was
Brooks.
Richard Pryor.
Those comedy writers in the 1970s, just 10 years after
It's all Jewish
the civil
guys.
rights movement, to be like, yeah, it's okay to say this stuff. Man.
Yeah,
just
we
10
marched
years
with
after, and
Dr.
it's fucking,
Well, they wrote-
there's barely been any time they're like, yep, nope, society's fixed. Time to just blast
It was prior.
the N word.
It was prior, and Mel Brooks wrote that movie.
There's a lot of stuff there's like N words in from the 70s.
A lot of 80s, early 80s.
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy shit,
yeah,
where they were just like, yeah, we could throw it around.
yeah.
48
Remember
hours.
the SNL Robert Goulet sketch?
Oh yeah, he
Farrell
said it.
just drops it
in
heavy.
front of Jay-Z, Benny Siegel, and Memphis Bleak.
Yeah, he was doing the thong song as
Yeah.
Robert Goulet.
And he,
Very funny.
and he like lays into it.
Yeah, not too long ago.
I mean, 90s,
Yeah, 9.
late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
But
that
the way he
people
says
did-
the word
people-
is he
it's crazy
shouts
that there
it.
wasn't like pushback against taking it away from comedians. The way that like now it's like the like comics will get very upset. They'll be like, "Oh, this is PC culture. This is cancel
Yeah.
culture. That's like not letting me do the same joke about like, oh, what are your pronouns?" Like that's the hill everybody wants to die on. Where it seems to me taking the N word away from us. That that would have been the line for me.
From
Well,
like
I don't-
cold
if we-
dead
Let's put it
hands.
this way: if we had the end, if we had it, let's say we already got it as comedians. We got it.
What would you trade for it?
Oh, I know that we gave that one up without a fight. That we were just out here, just being like, "Hey, Robin Williams is like, what's this thing?" Yeah, he's like that fucking genie
He's
from
just
Aladdin.
He's just the genie's
Which
just peppering.
It's funny.
turning-
It's
turning-
funny. And it-
that movie would have been a wild
and
ride
somehow
if that
got-
blue guy would have
and it
came
got
out and just
taken away from us. And by us, I don't mean white guys. I mean comedians.
Sure.
It got taken away from us.
Uh-huh.
And without a fight, and now suddenly everybody's oh, you can't say this anymore, you can't say that, and it's like, well, the stuff you're saying sucks.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
funny.
not funny.
No.
The N word is hilarious.
When used properly, as proven by Def Jam comedians
Yes, I mean I would say it's
and Robert Goulet.
it's
And Robert Goulet shouted.
Wild that he shouted it.
if you're well,
Shout
it could be like this is sort of maybe a Schrodinger's cat sort of thing.
Yeah,
It's like, would it be so funny if you could?
probably not.
Yeah.
It's the forbidden fruit.
You know when you go on vacation with your friends, you have a weekend, you're at a beach house, and maybe it's like 16 hours go by,
Sure.
and then somebody just goes in somebody gets like there's like maybe they have Maxwell House
Sure.
like in the rental. You know, that's like the coffee they have there. And you're like, what the hell is this? Boop, coffee. And everyone dies.
Classic
You're like,
beach
come
house.
on, you know?
on.
Come
You
on.
can't.
I know. And then,
Yeah.
Come on,
and
we're
then
in
they saw it, and then it
Delaware.
goes-
and then say maybe hour 27, it's fucking just flying. It's just going.
It's
it
just
is
dripping off the
all
wall.
the time.
It
And
is
then it's
dripping off the
right.
walls.
And then it's like and then it's
Well, then you got to tighten your belt.
day 3 or 4 of at beach. Yeah, you got to tighten your belt because you're like, oh, we've been saying. I feel like I've said the N word way too much.
You're
I feel
hungover.
bad
I
about
feel
it.
like, but we still have like not. It's like there's like still too many Entenmann's left.
Yeah.
you know, and you're like, do I gotta? I
And then what
guess I'll
happens
eat
is-
it for breakfast. I gotta have a donut for
But you
breakfast.
take a break.
You know, like
But then you take a break,
Oh,
and
man.
you're having coffee the next
Yeah,
morning.
yeah,
And
right.
someone goes, "Oh, you got a cup of that
Yeah,
coffee."
right.
And
No,
they
it's
go,
on the drive back. You've checked out of the Airbnb and you're like, wow, that place was great. And you're like leaving the review for the host and you're like, what if I just called him this? And everyone's like, I fucking said it
Or you're returning the car.
Yeah, right.
And you go, I can say
Yeah.
it's full of boo. And you
Yeah,
go,
right.
Oh, man,
Well,
you're
yeah,
nuts.
you go, hey, what if instead of budget rent a car, it was called Boo Rent a Car? And then that's just
What if instead of Target, it
Yeah.
was called boo?
yeah.
You're going nuts.
Yeah, right.
You're going fucking nuts.
Yeah, right. And then it comes back, and so maybe
And then what happens is
hour 7.
you left
drive
one in
home.
your suitcase.
Yeah, right.
And you're having a nice dinner with your fiance, and you go, "Oh, you know what he said? He said, what if it wasn't Target? What if it was boop?"
Yeah,
and
she's
she's
like, she doesn't
"What are you-"
laugh.
She's
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "We were at the beach.
"Sorry."
It was Dewey Beach.
We were at the beach for
Yeah.
the weekend.
And it was Folgers.
We got a little carried away.
It's
It was
the
Maxwell
beach.
House.
It was Maxwell. It started off with the Maxwell. Look, I would never say that. I would never say that.
I love that your
I
cousin married.
Yeah,
a boop.
no, dude, that guy's
It's
awesome.
awesome.
That guy's so cool. And
It's awesome of
it's,
you.
there's
And
nothing.
then- but then like to act like
Yeah, no, it was funny because it's obvious because he wouldn't say that.
why would he say
Because
that?
Mike wouldn't say that about them.
But it's funny that he said it.
It's funny because he's talking about coffee. Whatever. I'm not
You
gonna
know what?
fucking.
I'm
I
gonna-
shouldn't even have fucking
I'm
told
gonna go
you.
fucking eat in the guest room.
Yeah.
I could have cheated.
The only thing we
on
have in
you.
common is your pussy. I'm sorry I said
I'm
that.
sorry I said that. You know what? I gotta go. I'm gonna go get a coffee. Oh.
But yeah, you know that's how it is.
Yeah, that's exactly how it
And back in the 70s, it was like that, except on
In a writer's room.
on TV. Exactly.
A writer
on TV.
They'd go like, guys.
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
off track.
And on every
This
show,
is Sesame
too.
Street.
Like
But
you'd be watching like General Hospital.
Yeah, and they go, whoa!
Yeah.
You didn't need to call him that.
Yeah, he's like picking up the syringe. He's like, "What's this filled with?" Boop. Yeah. He's
It's
like,
a
"Hey, can I
mom
get
show."
2 GGs? I need 50 GGs of grape soda for
And he
the."
goes, oh
Yeah.
my God, doctor. Doctor, you can't say that. He
He's
goes,
like, "I'm just kidding. The civil
What is
rights
this,
movement happened 10
what is
years
this
ago."
future?
Of course, I'm not serious.
Yeah.
Remember the civil rights movement?
My socks are still wet from those fire
I meant it
hoses.
6 years prior to this,
Yeah.
but then I grew my hair out slightly. And now
I wouldn't say it around.
have-
I wouldn't say it around Jim Brown.
of course, I'm not racist. I have sideburns.
Yeah. Look at me. I don't have a full beard.
It's 1973. How could I possibly be racist?
I had
Stop it. I have gay
unprotected sex.
I have gay sex with my neighbor. Yeah. I couldn't be racist. I'm not a Nazi.
Yeah.
Garfield.
But to some
70s,
extent,
yeah.
it being on TV makes the beach house less special. You know what I mean? The beach house is the one place you can while out. If it's on TV, then it's like less.
Well,
you're
hold
saying
on,
like
hold on.
dessert. You're saying the same argument of
what
like
I'm
dessert
saying
for
is like,
breakfast
yeah. The beach house
is a dessert.
it creates a sanctity of the beach house. You know, if it's just all willy nilly, you know, Jewish comedians are saying it on television. It's less special.
How many do you think Jewish comedians were like, yeah, but I'm Jewish. Let me get that.
That is the worst one that they could do.
Let me get
That is
that.
the worst one.
No, give me a
That's
couple
always
more.
a losing. That's just like
No,
yeah,
let me
we're
get that one.
black. Yeah, but
Oh, stop it.
we're black.
I think they should start saying it over in Israel. I think if that, like, honestly, like, they've tried everything PR-wise, and they're just losing bad.
Yeah.
Every time.
If Netanyahu was like, "What's up, boob? What's up? All y'all boob about to find out. All these guys are boob." Like, just soft A.
Whoa!
Soft
Whoa!
A.
And what
Yeah,
they're-
like from
If
the
they were
streets.
just doing that, then it would be an entirely different argument, because then you would lose a Western audience, because then they wouldn't be talking about the genocide. They'd be blinded by, he's using the N-word.
Yeah, he's like, yo, all these Rafas,
And then they can
all
kill-
these boop
Yeah,
and
right.
Rafas.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What, are they gonna stay in tents?
Yeah, and then-
How many boop?
And
You
his
know they'll
style's
live.
outdated too. He's
Yeah.
wearing like Rockaware and Apex.
Big
Just Mark
t-shirts.
Echo stuff.
Big
South
giant
Pole?
Yeah, right.
t-shirts
Guess
and chains.
jeans. And you know,
Yes. He's just got a
yeah,
side hat.
yeah, no, he's got the sweatband, like the Nelly sweatband.
Oh, just fat watches.
Yeah, baby G-Shock on. Fucking- yeah.
They go, a ceasefire has been
Yeah.
called for because these boop, they don't want to see us go to the
Right.
streets.
No, it would confuse people so much
Yeah.
they wouldn't know.
Uh-huh.
I think you just solved it.
I know.
That would be a real Hail
for
Mary.
them. It wouldn't solve anything. There'd still be a genocide happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Children would still be being murdered.
Yeah, which I don't know if I could say that. I might go to jail.
I don't know.
I think you go to jail now if you say it's a genocide. I think-
Dude, watching the cops move in on Columbia last night after
that
It's
seems
crazy.
like that's really going to work. That's a great idea. Let's
Yeah.
arrest
It looks
300
good.
students.
Yeah.
That'll really get people to stop hating Israel. Good job.
Guys, problem
Yeah,
fixed.
they're all sitting in jail right now going, you know what? I learned my lesson. It's not a genocide.
I don't
camping.
like it in here.
Yeah, you know what? You're correct. We should send them more money for
They're
weapons.
great. They're great guys.
Yeah.
Also for camping, like what were they? They just
Where
had
did those tents come from?
Yeah.
That's what my dad said to me on the phone.
REI.
He said there's a lot of money going into those tents. He literally said that on the
But
phone.
you know what? As
I was
someone,
like, what are you talking about?
as someone that's from Colorado,
Oh
I
yeah,
will
yeah.
tell
This
you,
is your milieu.
those are. I know the gear.
You know that model.
Those are sleeping six comfortably.
Soros is dropping like Soros.
Someone's behind that.
Soros is
You got big money behind those
Soros
tents.
is getting some
Follow the tent money.
Yeah.
some Soros
I really
is
feel
getting
like
good
I
gear.
feel like Soros is like was it Island of Dr. Moreau where he has the human chess pieces?
Yeah.
That's all Soros is doing. He's a guy with so much money. He's like, I just want to see people fight.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have
I'm
any
bored.
agenda.
He goes,
What are you talking about? No.
Dude, if I could get my rocks off with the PlayStation, I wouldn't be doing
Yeah,
this.
exactly. No, I'm going to fund both sides and cause people to fight.
Yeah, because
I'm going to make Kyle
I
Rittenhouse.
feel like they all do that. They just make like they just whip poor people into a frenzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn them against each other, and then they go, "This shit's better than TV."
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
poor
I'm
people
the
killing
kind of
each
rich
other.
now. My aspirations are like the Empire State Building Lego set rich.
That's sick.
Having that kind of money and time,
Yeah.
where I'm
Yeah.
just
I want to download Uncharted on my Steam Deck. That's
dude, those games are amazing.
They're
Yeah.
so sick.
The first one, actually, the
Number one
second-
sucks. 2 through 4.
Second is supposed to be the best.
Second, 2, 3, and 4 are rule.
I like the first one a lot, and I didn't
It's
even
too much of a regression.
of regression.
Like from the games, like how they nailed the puzzle solving and the action in 2, 3, and 4 of Uncharted
Yeah.
are unbelievable.
Well, I played the first one first.
That's why.
Yeah, because
'Cause I played one. I played one. I played
three.
3 first.
I got
played three
I got the
first, yeah.
collection for PS4 because everyone's like Uncharted 3 is the best. I'm like, well, I got to play the other ones. I don't
Yeah.
want to not know what's happening.
Yeah, I started at 3 like an idiot
Yeah. So
because
when
a fan gave
when
me a code. A fan of mine worked at PlayStation. He's like, "Here's the download
what do
code."
you mean
sick.
worked at PlayStation?
Wow, what a brag, dude.
He worked at PlayStation in San Diego.
You know what's crazy? There's a company called the Pokemon Company that you can work for.
He just worked for Pokemon.
That's the name of the company. It's not like It's not like
And I don't think he worked for PlayStation as much as he worked for the developer
you
that
work for
made.
Sony.
Where he worked
Naughty
for-
Dog is the
Yeah,
name.
I think he worked for Naughty Dog in
Yeah.
San Diego.
Which I played a bit of the what is the zombie one? No, that's the one we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about Uncharted.
The Last of Us.
Oh, that's great. I played 1. I didn't play 2.
Well, I started playing 1, and then I found out that the Last of Us Part 1 is like the remake, like the good remake.
Yeah,
And so I stopped playing it because I'm like, well, I just want to play that one then. I'll play the new one.
yeah. Where they updated it.
I was playing the streaming one on the cloud.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, you got to get that. Last of Us is great. I haven't played Last of Us 2, but I just got done. I'm still playing a little bit Sifu, this kung fu game,
Oh, okay.
and it's fucking fun.
I played Battlefield 1. Basically, it's just Battlefield
Yeah,
1 for me.
it's always funny to find out who plays what games.
Yeah.
Like,
Shane plays gay shit.
no, he
Yeah,
plays
he
like
does,
military
like, Sim
strategy.
City.
I know. Wait, no, yeah, he plays
He
like
plays like
Sim
Sim
City.
City.
And he's like,
Well, he plays like the military version.
He does
of
like
this.
Age of Empires.
yeah, he's like,
That's
yeah,
Age of Empire.
I
But
got
that game's awesome.
Napoleon's like fucking roller coaster tycoon.
He's playing Waterloo City.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, "What are you doing?" He's
Uh-huh.
like, "You can't attack in the winter."
What if we had
Yeah.
the biggest roller
I had him
coaster of
pegged
all
as like
time?
just Madden, like one of the
No,
guys
he's
that
good at Madden. We play when I at Skankfest. He was there a day early, and then I showed up, and I went into his hotel room, and he was playing like one of those where he's like, "No, I have a battle right now."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And it was like the thing where you put the pieces.
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
The Soros. That's it.
He's
Shane's,
Soros.
Shane's made too much money.
He's
and he's going to do
Soros.
that too. Because because he's getting there. He's
Yeah.
making that kind of money
Where
now.
you can start turning people against
And if
it.
he's
But it's
already
gonna be comics.
if he's already playing fucking like little human chess.
He's got Lemaire and
Shane-
Gardini
yeah,
out
right.
back.
Shane is 3 years away from making Lemaire. He's like, go down there and say fuck Israel. I'll give you a $10
Put on
million.
one of those head things. Coffee.
Yeah,
What
go
are
down
they?
there and say I'm black and I hate Israel.
Yeah,
Go down
do
there
it.
and do it.
Do it, dude.
And if you tell
Or
anyone,
you're gay.
yeah, there's like, all right, I guess I don't. I don't know. How to do
Yeah,
an
that was
impression.
almost. I love Lemaire.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll do it, Shane. That's something I don't know
That
how he
sounds a great impression.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was. I don't know if he's
Spot
retarded.
on.
Retarded Asian. But
Yeah. Go down there and pretend that Down syndrome and say I have Down syndrome and I'm black and I hate
Dude,
Israel.
dude, yeah. Which one of our friends is gonna have Soros money? I think Shane might be. Nate has it. Nate has Soros money.
Yeah,
Nate could be like, I want you to go bomb something.
but is he like that though?
No.
He's just gonna buy haircuts. It's just like, yeah, I'm getting each.
You know what he's gonna buy? He's gonna
I'm
buy a
getting
hoverboard
every-
and think it's
yeah.
modern.
No, I got a guy that comes by and he cuts
He does.
each hair.
He goes, one by one.
I do
pay
one.
him by hair.
I got the world's smallest scissors made.
Yeah. And this guy, it's only one guy that
They
can use him.
they shrunk a guy down and he
Yeah.
lives in my hair.
You know Willy Wonka, how they go across the room? It's like that.
He's
but-
got
I
a
paid
John
$80
Deere.
million to have tiny men like.
Dude, I never
Buzz.
thought that Nate is Willy Wonka rich. He's just going to do a bunch of stuff where he's got a cane and fake trips.
Uh huh.
He can make a bunch of kids die in his
Yeah.
factory.
He goes, it's fun, man, my joke factory.
I made
No.
a fat German boy die.
I watched, and I paid his dad off.
I paid off his dad.
Singer style.
Yeah, I made this bitch turn into a
I
blueberry.
remember doing like one of my podcasts with Lewis and Tim
Yeah.
and fucking Lewis.
Oh, yeah, Bastard Radio.
Yeah, well, it was one of maybe it was just real ass podcast.
Yeah.
But like I think, and I don't recall, and then somebody's probably gonna fact check me on this, but I remember Lewis being like, "We can make $10 million off like comedy." And I was like, "It's not gonna happen, dude. We're not gonna make $10 million."
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And
vision.
then you know Tim's like, "It's not gonna fucking happen." And Lewis is like, "I promise you, I'll make $10 million." I mean, Tim laughed at him, and now Lewis is nowhere close to making $10 million, but Tim has $10 million.
He surpassed it.
yeah, Tim, probably,
Tim not only did it,
Yeah,
Tim
yeah.
took Lewis's dream and
Tim
floated to
took
the top.
Lewis's
That's a great idea,
Yeah,
Lewis.
he goes, Lewis, and so it shall be done.
Lewis, you.
Yeah, and
This
then
is
Lewis,
my original idea.
Yeah,
That
He's doing it.
Lewis has sharper image money.
Yeah, where he goes, what if a chair could hug you?
Yeah. Dude, what if a back massager had an alarm clock in it?
I never thought that Lewis really does his sharper image brain.
yeah.
He goes, goggles,
Yeah.
and you can see like Mount Rushmore, but you're like an image
Okay,
finder.
so it's like all the gear for a grill.
Yeah.
It's got lasers. It's laser guided grill
you
brushes.
could check the meat temp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
your
way you-
phone tells
Oh
you.
yeah, I guess you could do that. That would be something. I was imagining more guiding the fork into the. He's like, dude, yeah, Brookstone. So I got this all. I was on my way to Denver to do Comedy
Yeah.
Works.
He goes,
And
and you
I
put it.
spent $10,000 at the Brookstone in the airport.
That's whoever started Sharper
Yeah.
Image goes, we'll sink the idiots with money. He goes, it's a trap
Yeah,
for
right.
idiots with money.
Right? Yeah.
Nouveau
Your
riche.
uncle.
Yeah.
Your fat necked uncle. It's
We'll
like, I
come
need
in
a-
here and be so tired from
I
walking
need a
around.
high tech backyard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he'll walk around with his stupid family
Uh-huh.
in the mall,
Yeah.
and then he'll land here
Right.
and want a massage.
Oh, it's got to be nice. It's called Brookstone. That sounds like the name of a subdevelopment for billionaires.
Which, you know what's funny? Is they turned around and named chocolate raspberries and acai's Brookstone to grab the same
Wait, what are you
the
talking
same
about?
demo. Have you ever had Brookstone
I've-
chocolate acai?
I had acai one time in my life, and then I realized, oh, this is
Wait,
ice
they
cream.
just took the name.
And I don't like. I thought I was getting like a grains bowl.
No, it's like frozen yogurt.
I went into an acai place because I'm like, oh, I hear this is healthy, and then I was just eating dessert for lunch, and I was like, this.
Oh, it's Brookside. I was wrong.
Oh,
but they got
classic.
it so like.
Brookside. Okay.
But they're going for Brookstone.
That's like
They're hoping you miss.
You remember Sharper Image though, right?
Absolutely, I remember
Yeah.
Sharper
Sharper
Image.
Image was
That was the place in the mall where you go like, I'm gonna go sit down.
that was one they had to. As soon as the recession hit, they were like, "Oh, we're done.
It's a wrap.
There's no way. There is no way this business survives any kind of."
That was
economic
100% for drug money.
Yeah.
The guy's
Well,
like,
it's just for America having too much.
No,
money.
he's right. It's for a guy that sold weed, and he was
He's
like,
like, I don't know what I'm
Totally.
gonna do, and then all of the
if
stoner.
you already bought the volcano, then you need the fish tank
Yeah.
like
And he goes,
late
what if
light
we
show.
just do it for older people? And everyone went, that's a fucking genius
A
idea.
volcano for older people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. It was all the stuff for people
It's
that
a
when they had to
volcano
stop
that-
smoking weed.
It smokes your medicine for you.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
like
it.
Your blood pressure.
You
medicine.
smoke
You go, that's
vitamins.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vaporize your diabetes medication.
Your insulin.
Your
You can
insulin.
suck down your insulin and
Dude,
still eat.
I'm ripping the insulin.
I'm fine. Just watching the whole bag puff up. And you go,
Dude, I hit a bag of insulin the other
Yeah.
day.
I'm ready. I can eat.
Dude, I got headies.
I checked.
I got fucking headies.
My brain is womping
Yeah.
because I took too much insulin.
I love that. Yeah, I guess it is those guys that like start making too much money at 19 from like flipping weed, and then have a son that they would die for.
I'll die for him.
I would die for him. Yeah,
I'm gonna put all my money in Sharper Image.
yeah. They're still fucking 14-year-old girls.
It's a singer plan, dude.
The singer stop. Yeah.
It's a singer roadmap.
I got to get into something. Battlefield 1 is just too good. I rediscovered it recently because I played it a
It's
lot
great.
in 2016. Do you play Battlefield 1?
Battlefield, is it third person or first person?
It's first person.
Don't do first person. Gives me the.
It's World War One.
Oh
So it's
yeah.
all like bolt action rifles.
Yeah.
This is the most fun. This is the most satisfying thing in a game. Is you have iron sights on a bolt action rifle and shooting somebody in the fucking head, and you
Yeah.
can't even see them. They're just like a little dot on the other side of the map.
Trench warfare.
Blink. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there mustard gas and shit?
Yeah. Yeah. There's gas.
That does sound fun. If they
Gas,
did third person,
flamethrowers.
I'd be all in it.
There's
I'm all
barbed
about.
wire everywhere. You
I
just
know
get
it-
fucked up on the
it's-
barbed wire.
It shows you how stupid I am, but I like third person games.
That makes sense. What was the Xbox One? Gears of War.
Yeah.
Gears of War was great.
Yeah.
Gears where you had the giant suit.
I don't remember. Maybe
The-
there was
the-
a suit.
You had huge
like a
guns.
space-
It came for
Yeah.
free. I bought an Xbox 360, and I think Gears of War 3 came
Yes.
free with it.
That's exactly it.
And it was. I remember playing it and not knowing any of the backstory. I was like, "This is the dumbest." Like the The characters' names were stupid.
Yeah.
Like Marcus Penis, isn't that the guy?
It was all names of guys that have barbed wire tattoos around their biceps.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. It was all like a 47-year-old guy at the gym hoping people think
Ask him.
he's on steroids.
They want to ask him what
He
his
doesn't
workout
even do
routine is.
steroids. He just wants people to think
He wants
like,
them to look. He
does
wants
like fat enough.
he wants
He
to
does
get the
stacker.
look.
If I wear a flame beanie and I get
Yeah.
fat enough, people are going to think I'm on steroids.
And if I take a supplement,
Yeah. Right.
and then they can ask me about my supplements.
Yeah.
I'm Uncharted is what I'm rediscovering.
I played
Yeah.
Woke Spider-Man.
So Uncharted 2.
You should
Which
play
one?
Battlefield
Woke
1.
Spider-Man. The last
Miles
one.
Morales?
Yeah, yeah.
It's good. Have you played Spider-Man 2?
I played both.
Spider-Man 2 is great.
He was so stressed out trying to get into hip hop college, and his deaf girlfriend was doing her graffiti.
She was like, "You fucking out here being crazy."
There should be an Ian Finance game, dude.
A what?
An Ian Finance game.
That'd be
Being
great.
Eden.
That'd be
Ian.
awesome.
Where you suck a trans and then they get mad at you.
It would be awesome
You
if Ian
pot out.
got a deal where like some company decided to work with him and he's like doing a whole. He's like, the road to my video game coming out, and he's like turning it into content, and then it comes out and it's the worst game
Just
ever.
terribly programmed,
It is the-
unplayable.
You're like PlayStation burns.
Yeah,
like,
you go,
hot
"Oh,
smoke
fuck, oh,
comes
fuck,
out.
oh,
of it.
The
fuck."
ska level
Oh,
has been.
fuck.
It's just the worst. It's
That's
like,
what happens when your PlayStation melts down. It's like,
Yeah.
The
Right,
ska
this-
level has been described as the worst video game scene of all
It's
time.
it gives people seizures.
It's so funny.
Ian
and
kills
it takes
people.
it takes 2 years. And he's up there. He's like,
"Yeah, here's
just
the-
down here at Rockstar Santa Monica with the like, dude, we're working on the Ian game,
goes,
and I'm, dude,
Heads up, don't plug it into a power strap.
just blessed and amazed to be able to like experience this super cool stuff in my life. It's awesome.
There's a class action lawsuit. He just gets absolutely
I like it's like
decimated.
his external appearance is like a guy that's excited with the journey.
Yeah.
But what is the reality is a man that's barely hanging on. And he's just
you saying he's the kitten
Smart.
poster?
yeah, right. He's like a guy in the camps eating a dried rat that he's hidden from the guards, and he's closing his eyes and imagining it's a cheeseburger. And that's
In his mind, he's
Yeah.
like partying. It's
Right.
like, you know, where
and people from the outside see the fantasy.
yeah.
They see the fantasy
They
where
go,
they're
oh
like,
my God,
wow,
he's got
yeah,
bodacious babes around him.
This guy's like happy. and
Is he
he's
in a
enjoying it.
convertible eating a
Right,
cheeseburger?
and he's like working and enjoying the
And
process.
then you just hear the heavy boots of a Nazi
Yeah,
soldier walking
right.
around outside.
Yeah,
It's
if you
time
put him
for
in a
your
room,
rape.
if you put him in a room that was like airtight and there was silence for longer than 30 seconds, I think his skull would implode. It would just there'd be a singularity. It would just fucking,
It
just
popped-
Matthew McConaughey would come out.
Yeah, all right, man,
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
I'm bored. Like kind of like Alien.
Is that my daughter?
He goes, oh man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I sucked him off and I got problems.
Interstellar was on TV the other day, and
That's
I
a
watched
good
it.
one.
Well, you know what I noticed too is like, you know how they have those just the block robots.
Yeah.
At one point in the movie, Matthew McConaughey does the Matthew McConaughey close talking to one of the block robots.
Yeah.
Where they get him like over the robot's shoulder. He's like, "Do you mean to tell me that we don't have any way to get down to that planet?" But it's just a block. he's like just doing the like close
Do
talking.
you think when
thing
he
to
eventually
a
goes
wall, yeah.
when he goes crazy when he's like 80, he'll just be doing that to appliances?
He's already crazy.
But I'm saying like when he truly loses it and they can't put him out in public.
I
He's
guess
gonna be
he's gonna
Busey.
lose. He's gonna be E. Jean.
He'll be
Carroll.
Busey.
He'll be E. Jean Carroll.
You think?
Yeah. He has the same
I was
the same kind of story.
by Donald Trump,
I wasn't burned off good, man.
Yeah.
and it was sexy.
We were in the back of the Radio Shack.
They do have the same voice.
We were in the back of the Radio Shack.
Took what he wanted.
He said, I said to him, why, I was writing for SNL. This is my favorite part of the story. He goes, I was writing for SNL at the time. So I said, why don't I tell Donald Trump to put on a bathing suit? I thought that would be so funny to watch Donald Trump put on a women's bathing suit. But she says it in the context of I was working at SNL.
Yeah, like Lauren goes, I kind of like that sketch idea.
Yeah, how about this guy? She just comes in the writers' room. He goes. She pitches a bad idea. she's like, how about this for a sketch idea? It's we do Jimmy Carter and he can't get the hostages back. I don't know something.
Yeah.
And then Lauren goes, wow, yeah, really funny. How about we do you getting raped in a dressing room?
Next time you're going to pitch me a sketch, it better be because Donald Trump
Yeah.
raped you in
How
the
about
bathroom.
here's an even better sketch idea.
I got one for
Donald
you.
Trump raping you in a
E.G.
in a
Boring.
department store.
Hey, E.G. Boring.
Yeah.
How about you ask Donald Trump to put on a bathing suit and maybe get raped?
Yeah. 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 What's the E stand for? Extremely raped by Donald Trump.
They're just roasting her when she comes back.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh no, what? You couldn't hit one of those buttons on the thing on the tag."
Wow, it took a while to go shopping. Did somebody get raped in the dressing room, perhaps?
This is a mean girl.
He's just mean girl.
He's just a bully girl.
It would make sense because that's what they always say what SNL is like.
Yeah, that
it's
he
like
gossips.
That very thing where
Yeah.
he goes, "Hey everybody, look who's back from Bergdorf Goodman. What happened? Did you get raped by a businessman?" I roll. Anyways, we got sushi, but we ate most of it because you were out getting raped. Why would you say that?
She's like, wow, thanks.
Oh, well, there I
Thanks.
was.
Well, I wouldn't describe it that way. It was more of a fight. It was more of a, we sort of fought each other.
We fought each other.
Yeah.
It was entanglement like two rams
Yeah.
bucking into each other.
Is she from Texas? What is that? Is
I
she
don't know.
like? Is it? She's just doing
Her
a
being
Ron-
Matthew McConaughey is hilarious.
Yeah, her and Ron White.
Man, and she was loaded.
Trump
Loaded.
raped tater salad.
Yeah.
I drove 45 hours to get raped in the Bergdorf Goodman. You ever have the president's cock up your ass?
He goes, "That'll give you a little U.S. of A."
I said, okay, I'll vote for the Democrats. Yeah.
I said, "Sure." I was right.
Okay.
Oh, dude, Ron White doing fucking Bergdorf Goodman rape material. I was right.
Yeah, I got some crazy stories.
fuck.
And he wiped his penis up my butt cheeks. You ever
had shit come?
You ever have
whacked?
a man wipe your butt cheeks with his cock?
I don't know if you know how deep butt cheeks are.
You ever have a man use his cock like toilet paper in your ass?
It's called a credit card
It's
swap.
like, hey, I've had a dipstick rubbed on my forearm, but I've never had a cock rubbed on my butt cheeks.
Lost his mind.
and that's why they call me.
It's just a guy in the biggest hat you've ever seen, just not laughing.
It's going,
With
I
his
paid
wife
for
be
this.
Like, we messed up.
I paid for this.
I thought he
I'm
was the
sorry.
good one.
Yeah.
I thought Ron would say
He goes,
stuff about
I thought I was George Soros, Ron White. But
I thought, well, I honestly, I haven't checked in since the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. I thought we were coming to see transphobic hate speech. I had no idea that he was.
I didn't know. I thought he still had his four-seam fastball.
I had no idea that he just thinks he's.
He
Eugene
really
Carroll
went off
now.
the reservation.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I can't wait to watch all the transporters.
All right, well, go
Enjoy
ahead.
it,
Thanks
brother.
for joining us. That's
Yeah, thanks, dude.
I will
love
be
you.
at Helium in Philadelphia. We just added a show on May 16th, Thursday night late show. That's in a couple of weeks. We sell that one out, then maybe we'll add Sunday show. But 16th through the 18th, everything's gone except Thursday late. Please come out to that. And also, just announced for a pre-sale, Boston, the Wilbur Theater, and the Lincoln Theater in D.C. In September. That'll be the weekend of the 29th, I think. 28th, 29th. I'm in one or the other or something. But you can check it out at my website, mole.dog/live-shows. Thanks.
Where are
Boom.
you?
Grand Rapids, Dr. Grins, May 16th through the 18th. And then I will be at Columbus Funny Bone May 31st and June 1st. And then I'm on the Burt Kreischer Fully Loaded Tour. And then Addison Improv.
So let me ask you this. When you're doing the shows, the Burt tour, when
Yeah.
he's not on stage, you're just in the back.
Fun hang.
Is his shirt on?
Yeah.
So he
Sometimes
wears...
it's off.
Okay, all right.
You never know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little column A,
He
little
could
column
do
B.
it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what the ratio
But he is.
is.
I've explained it. I've said this to
Because
Bert.
this is the
I've
thing
said
is-
this to Bert's face. He's blank check. Remember the Disney movie Blank Check?
Yeah,
but here's the
Mr.
thing with Bert.
Macintosh.
With the thing with Bert is like
I love that movie.
the joke is taking his shirt off.
It's a pop.
But I
it's
see
kind of
him-
like it's. Listen,
I see him so often with his shirt off. It's like, does the shirt ever come off?
I'm gonna
Because if he just starts off with the shirt off, I don't understand what's happening.
you don't have it. You don't have the angle right.
Yeah.
It's Hulk Hogan tearing his shirt off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'd never.
But you see Hulk Hogan with the shirt off all the time.
I know, but you see him tearing the shirt off.
But the tearing the shirt off is what gets the
Did
pop.
Trish get
That's
mad
what
at
I'm
you
saying.
about that?
When does that happen with Bert? Because it seems like
At the beginning of his show,
So he takes the shirt off.
he comes out, dude. It's a pop.
So
it's
the
crazy.
shirt's on when he comes out.
And then he tears it
How
off.
many
And then
minutes
he
in?
Right off the top, dude.
That's his opener.
Boom. Get into it.
shirt.
But here's the other thing that I don't understand. Anytime I've seen a picture of Bert Kreischer with his shirt off, his hat is still on. I don't know how.
Dude, he does the shirt with the hat still on.
Wow.
What? How?
Buy a ticket.
You would hear
Buy a
Bert.
ticket and see it.
Bert, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice, right? And I think this
Listen
is a
up.
big
It's a
move.
camera. It's a camera.
Big move for Bert is if he could figure out a way to, instead of tearing the shirt off, have it suck it into his own asshole.
Just like one of those bank
just-
tubes.
Yeah. Y'all ready to party? Yeah, just rips it.
And then backstage,
Into
you got
his
to pull
own-
it out.
Yeah, he's like, I call that the E. Jean Carroll. Which is why.
He goes,
I don't
and
know.
we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna do it as a cold open.
Yeah.
That's gonna be our cold open.
Yeah, live from New York.
I got wrecked.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
I'm in Spokane in July. There are more dates to be announced. I think I'm going to do a special in the fall.
Do it, dude. Do it.
I hope you wanna come.
Do it.
You wanna do the set for me?
Do it.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.
Peace.